everybody want to be bodybuilder, but no one is heavy ass weights.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 75 of Buckets of Duckets. I am your co-host, Chase Myers. I am over here in Seattle, Washington. Every week, I talk to a comedian, hilarious, my best friend, the one and only, ladies and gentlemen, in Louisiana, Josh Watts.
Good evening, shitheads. It's your boy, the Mohawked Meat Castle, a.k.a. Trapedonis Rex. I don't even know if that's a, hold on. I tried to remember a Mardi Gras float. Is that a good one? It works. Trapedonis Rex. This is episode 75. That's a fucking diamond. You can call me Dame Dash and call him Hove because we just went fucking diamond on y'all. 75! Smash that like button down there because we hit 75. Subscribe. Ring that little bell notification so that you know when we get to 85, which is platinum.
Sure. Fucking tell me it's not. Tell me it's not.
Prove to me that it's not.
I only say so. The diamond thing with 75. I only say that because like the NBA, this is their 75th, and this is also a way for us to obligatorily like talk about the NBA in our intro.
Yeah. 75 is 13 more than a Horace Grant jersey. Yeah, I didn't know if I needed to mention that outright. Oh wait, is it Bill Cartwright? 54. Bill Cartwright's 54. No, Bill Cartwright's 55. My bad. Horace, I didn't mean it, Mr. Grant. I apologize.
Buddy, you're all over the place.
Don't tell Kukoc I said anything.
But it's the NBA's 75th anniversary right now. They just named the 75 anniversary team, and their logo is like a diamond, and they keep saying stuff about diamonds. So I've associated. Right. I'm like, oh, is 75 just mean diamonds? Is that what when I turn 75, do I just diamonds everywhere?
Yep, you get a diamond.
Yeah,
from the government. The government just gives you a diamond.
Government just ships you a ruby. This is for you. 3/4 of a century.
I got so much stuff I need to talk to you about. Oh,
let's tell these podcast fucks what you goddamn do.
Oh yeah, I forgot about these dumb shits.
Yo, hey, you dumb shits listening to this podcast as a podcast. While you over there doing that, why don't you hit 5 stars on Apple? All right, how about that? How about you give us 5 stars?
I just did 5 in my hand. You couldn't see it, but I did.
All your friends.
Tell all your for real. Word of mouth is how everything spreads.
That's the way the world moves these days. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows it's face-to-face conversation. That's what gets it going.
Close human contact.
That's the game. That's the game.
Get in somebody's face and tell them, buckets! Oh, buckets! Tell them. Or what, are you a sheep? Huh? This is your friend.
Don't be a sheep. Do what we tell you.
This is me. A picture of a lion.
I'm not a sheep.
I'm not a sheep. You shut up.
Watch. I'm going to do what this guy says. Show that I'm not a sheep. Josh, we haven't talked in almost 2 weeks. There's a little bit. We had a little hiatus here on the show. Not intentional. Just life.
I have 2 children, and they have just been taking turns vomiting for weeks now.
Yeah.
One of them throws up, and then they stop, and you're like, oh, I think it's better. And then the next one throws up, and then you're like, well, that was both of them. I only have 2, so they're done now. Nope, it cycles back around, starts over again. Zoe, I had to go pick Zoe up twice this week for puking in class. You can't puke in school twice in the same week and not become the kid that pukes in class.
Also, was your school just like, why is she back? Why are you back?
One of them was on a Wednesday, and then I brought her back, and then it was like Monday the next week. So
okay, she started off the next week of she's gonna be better, and then she just starts off puking.
The second time she told me, she was like, I didn't even make it in the hallway. I just puked on the rug where everybody was. I'm sorry, were you embarrassed? She's like, no, it was a lot of puke though. And I was like, yeah, I know. And they call me, and the way they call me, it like, I know it's an elementary. They call me like, hey, Zoe got sick. She's waiting in the office. She's fine though. You can come get her. And what I hear is the Lebanese are here and they're going to steal your daughter and sell her into slavery. I don't know if the Lebanese do that. It was just the first country I could think of.
Yeah, be careful.
Random country is here and they're taking. Al-Qaeda is here, and they're ready to steal your daughter for trying
There
to
you
get
go.
an education. You need to get here as fast as you can, Captain America. And I'm like, you know what? I'm on my way. I run into the car and have shoes. I didn't have shoes on because I had to go get her so quick. And I pull up to the school, and I'm like, she's probably crying for me, can't wait. And I look in the window of the office. She's just happy as shit, waving at me because she knows she gets to go home.
Yeah, she gotta go in. She gotta go in and like point out whoever's the next weakest. She can't. She can't let
Oh,
people.
yeah.
She can't become the throwing up person.
I told her, I said, if anybody even farts in that class, you start making fun of them real loud.
You go crazy. Okay.
Ah, look at that old dirty booty.
Oh, dirty booty ass kid! And just get into it. Get into it, Zoe. You know what to do. It's in
I
you.
told her, I said, no mercy, no remorse. That's the Watts motto. No mercy,
Repeat after me.
no remorse.
Repeat after me. Dirty booty ass baby. Get in there.
Chase, I've been waiting for 2 weeks to talk to you about this. The North Shore Comedy, we had our show where I headlined on
For my
February 12th
birthday!
on your birthday. And it felt good. I stretched my legs out for about 30 minutes on stage.
Okay.
Felt really good. I did forget that I have 2 huge bits that are about shit, and I didn't put anything in between them, so I just went from one shit joke to the next. I felt real bad about myself for it and realized...
Hey, here's another shit joke. Here you go.
I did. I realized it on stage as I was going to the second bit. I was like, oh, no.
You did them back to back, so you went shit joke, shit joke?
Shit joke and, like, realized there was another shit joke, so played around for a second into another shit. Yeah. Yeah.
So the first shit joke had like there's an ending to it. There was a
Oh, yeah.
there was no like rolling from that into more shit.
No, I should have, but I didn't. What you gonna do? But here's the thing, Chase. Here's what I want to talk about. One, if you do a guest spot at a show, just watch the other comedians. It's the least you could do is pay attention to the other
Seems
comedian
right.
sets. Seems the very least you could do. Somebody did a guest spot at our show, and I close on my paintings bit, so I'm holding my paintings. And he walks up to me, the guy that did a guest spot of the show, and points at him and goes, "What are those?" And I was already mad because I didn't want to give him a guest spot anyway. So I was mad already. Okay. So
I can feel it.
the bar where we do our show also has an open mic. And now I help run the open mic, but I didn't always. And this is...
They have pulled you fucking dragging, clawing and screaming into hosting all this stuff.
But Chase, I need you to understand, I'm going to ruin people's lives at this open mic because I want to bully some people. It's been too long, Chase. I'm going back to like 2004 when everybody was into it. I'm going to be the hero for bullying. I'm going back.
Hey, man.
I'm reclaiming.
Look, if another Jackass movie could come out like last week, then you can totally be a bully.
Exactly. Then I can open hand slap people and make fun of them for wearing jeans that look too dumb, right? That's easy. I can do that. That's nothing. So
go to Home Depot and shit in one of those toilets is in the aisle.
And everybody's going to fucking love it.
We're back, baby!
Have you seen Jackass?
I mean, I've seen the one.
The new one? The new one?
No, I didn't see the new one, but I mean,
It's pretty close to perfect. It's pretty close to, yeah. If you've ever even kind of liked Jackass, it's fucking beautiful. I don't know.
I have actually seen more than I let on. I'm always like, how stupid, and then it's like I actually have seen every single one.
Right? Yeah, everybody's like, oh, this is dumb, and then people leave. And you're like, well, I got to rewind that. So there is an open mic here. This scene is detached enough. We're an hour from Baton Rouge, and we're an hour from New Orleans, to where the people here don't usually do comedy anywhere else. There is a group of just they do it because it's right here. And they are all new, very, very new. And there's there was a guy that's been coming there to every mic doing the show, and he asked Daryl, who owns the bar, the other half of North Shore Comedy with me, hey, could I get on one of your book shows? No. But Daryl was like, yeah, man, you keep coming to the open mics and we'll get you to it. And then, like, the guy came to, like, 10 more or something. And then cornered him, and Daryl was like, yeah, you could do a guest spot.
Yeah, I guess I did say that. You did actually do it.
And then he messaged me and told me, like, hey, this guy's going to do a guest spot. You can give him, like, 5 up top. And he shows up, and Do you know how some people try to fit into the group of comics by being too friendly?
Yeah.
Like just like jumping in and making the same jokes that me and Mike make at each other at us when we don't know him at all because he sees us doing it. Is that?
Yeah,
You know
man.
what I mean?
Comics are socially very awkward people. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I
he's
do
a
get
very
it.
awkward guy. He jumps in a lot of the stuff where he's trying to blend in is confrontational or it doesn't come off well. He does
Or
5
he's like
minutes.
he's overstepping. He's overstepping a
Yeah,
relationship. Like
he's
that's what
overstepping.
ends up happening is you end up making a
That's
joke
the
of me
perfect
that
way.
you make a joke of me that only my friend can make that joke of me. I don't know who the fuck you are. Yeah.
This was a TJ Miller situation where I'm TJ Miller this time. And I could have said, just don't email me anymore. I don't think we should email again. So he's overstepping. I've seen his act. I know the jokes he's going to do. I'm not thrilled about him being on the book show. Because as I mentioned before, this is the first time my wife's seen me do comedy in 6 years. I know.
I got these 2 shit jokes.
I got 2 shit jokes she's going to love. So, whenever new comics have like God isn't real, a lot of jizz and dick jokes, or like there's only a couple of avenues where they kind of go usually. And this guy is real heavy into
a lot of sex stuff. It's always
real heavy into
stuff.
jizzing and coming in hair and these kind of weird jokes. Everybody was pretty uncomfortable by the set because the crowd that comes to the bar is like an older, the kind of people that pay $20 to come into a comedy show.
Respectable people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They pay $20 to come in.
One time I was the girl I was dating when I first started doing comedy, her mom came to watch a show, and I think it was the first time she had saw me. And I was headlining Sea Beavers in New Orleans because I won the comedy contest the week before, and that's how it works. You win the comedy contest, you come back, you headline the next week for $50, and big bucks, dude. I was fucking psyched about it. Got McDonald's on the way home and shit, and anyway, one of the dudes in the competition before my big headlining set just got out there and talked about how you eat pussy. Like, no jokes, just like, this is how I'm gonna teach you guys something. This is how you eat pussy. And just looking at my girl's mom. Just, right lady, you hear that? This is how you, just doing all kind of tongue
Was it
stuff.
the guy that used to do, is it the Sam Kinison bit that what's-his-face used to do?
No, it actually wasn't. It wasn't that. No, that's actually like a bit, even though it's somebody else's bit.
Even though it's not.
Yeah, just because you go, hey, so me and Josh are talking about a comic that we're not going to name, but a guy that was around back when we were first starting, and he would mention, he was like, you guys know the Sam Kinison bit about eating her out by spelling the alphabet, and he was like, I'm going to add to it, and then he would do his little tag basically to it.
But he did the bit.
And he did, yeah, and he would kind of do the bit, and it would just, he just wrote tags to this existing bit, but in telling it says, this is an existing famous Sam Kinison bit
more than one time.
That in no way am I capable of coming up with on my own. But after this genius said it, I kind of thought about these 2 or 3 other things that.
You know what else he should have said? What about if so this guy he does his, and look, that's some people's comedy. I don't like it. It was a new comp, and the crowd.
I did versions. I did my version of it when I first started.
Not me. I've been highbrow since fucking day.
That is true. You have always been above it all. You have always been just in the back reading a thesaurus. And
Michelle brought me the Mardi Gras jacket I used to wear without a shirt under when I'd yell at people. Straight kayfabing it on stage. So he does a set. He comes off. Doesn't watch another comic set. Doesn't watch anybody's set. Stays in the green room in the back. Goes in and out the door smoking. Doesn't pay attention. Talks too loudly in the back the whole show.
I was about to say, was he talking and shit?
Yeah, really fucking annoying me anyway.
He gotta die. You gotta die,
and I was like,
bro.
well, this is done. He was put on the thing. I'm never gonna host the open mic, so who gives a fuck? I'll never see this person again in my life. So who gives a shit? And then the show is over. I hand out the money. There was 2 guest spots. The one that I've mentioned with the jizz joke. I'm not gonna say his name. And then one of a guy we know, Alex, did a guest spot. and all of the comedians, even the two that did the guest spot, were standing there, and I paid out the headline. I paid out the comics and the bartenders, and then we were rounding up to leave. He was standing there, and he saw me not pay the other guy at guest spot. This guy is a awkward guy, and then he came up to me as I was leaving the show. I'm leaving, and he came up to me. Oh, we're standing in the circle talking, joking, and he walks up and he points at my paintings. He goes, "What are those? You do a joke about those or something?" And
Right.
I just, you motherfucker. And then just kept talking. I was so fucking mad. So he comes up to me after the show as I am walking out of the back door with my wife, and he bumps me on the arm, and he doesn't make eye contact. He goes, "Hey, am I going to have to rough you up for my money?" Like, I understand it's awkward to ask for money, and it's an uncomfortable thing to ask for money.
Yeah, you are. You are.
Yep.
Come and get it.
It's on my body somewhere. You fucking
It's
find
on my
it and
body.
it's yours.
Let's see if you walk away with it.
And I said, the guest spots aren't paid. If I didn't book you, you don't get paid. You don't get paid for the show. And I said, did Daryl tell you you're gonna get paid? And I watched him. He got so mad at me that he just started vibrating, and he wouldn't make eye contact, and he turned around and he walked from the back door straight through the bar without stopping and talking to anybody.
Just
out
a
of the front
reasonable
door,
guy.
got in the car and drove away.
Just a reasonable guy.
Now, but my question is, you don't get paid for guest spots.
Guest spots don't get paid. Occasionally,
it's a privilege if you
occasionally
get to do
they are, and when they are, you know.
Yeah.
And it's usually not a lot. It's usually if it's just like, you know, I don't know, just to throw, hey, you're a good comic already, so I don't want you to come out here for completely nothing.
Right.
So here's $20 or whatever, you know, like
right.
that like that at most, you know. But I mean, a guest spot is it's in the title. You're a guest.
I've
You
never
weren't part of the
expected to
show.
get
You're not
I didn't
on.
book you.
You're not on any of the flyers, or your name's not here.
Exactly.
But we're giving 5 minutes of the show for you to give a shot at the booked show that happens
to be
at
sold
the
out.
one venue. Yeah. That's like bro.
Yeah.
Comics,
very.
I don't. I mean, I do know. I mean, I've fucking been watching it for 10 years, but just the thought of like, all right, if you thought early on, like in that moment, hey, I'm supposed to get paid. You had that interaction. Why don't you just go, oh, my bad, I didn't know that. You know, maybe be honest and go, this is the first time I've ever had a guest spot.
Right.
And then you would have just gone, oh, yeah, man, that's the way it works, blah, blah, blah. You
I was
explained it to him.
I was trying
Right.
to explain it to him, and he turned around and walked away from me as fast as he could walk, like a robot. It was crazy.
Yeah,
I said,
and what?
did Daryl tell you that I was supposed to pay you? Because usually guest spots aren't, and then he was gone. And I was like, oh, all right. And
No, I do guest spots like at nice ass comedy clubs that are making thousands and thousands of dollars that night, and they don't pay me for
Right.
doing the guest spot. It's
and you're good. You're good at comedy.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
headline those
Yeah.
rooms. Like
And it bugged me.
So
At-
I mean, I get help. So this is and this also ties into what we were talking about like last time we were on here. So I just opened for Adam Carolla. I just did a show with a guy. Yeah, with a guy whose politics I don't really align with or whatever. I used to watch The Man Show as a 10, 11-year-old boy, and thought he was funny. Every now and then I think he could rant pretty funny. But there's a certain type of comic that would have said, I'm not working with him because
Wait.
he's Ben Shapiro's buddy, right? Or whatever.
Yeah.
And and then I get to perform in front of like 300 people this week. I did well on the show. That club has already hit me up, gave me a date for this Saturday, like off of that. And
Right. Yeah.
like it's just a hangout, just be there. Like,
Yes. I tried to explain it to him, and the part, all right, and him walking away, I was, fuck him. And then he walked away, and then I get in my head, I was like, I should find this dude and message him, because he probably doesn't know any better, and I could try to talk to him. And as I'm thinking that, like, I should look this dude up on Facebook and send him a message, explain to him everything. But I thought, what would Chase do with this? And then I was like, no, fuck this dude. It's not my responsibility to teach him shit. I tried to explain it to his face right there.
Yeah,
he's an adult. He turned around and walked away and left. Yeah. And then I was like, oh yeah, fuck it. I'm not going to bother with it. Because it's not my, and it was, I'm telling you, dude, you're the voice in my head that wasn't, you should beat the shit out of him. That wasn't you. Yours was the one, like, he was a grown man. You tried to explain to him. He walked away. It's not your responsibility to explain comedy to him. Turns out, he came to the station like a year or two ago and attacked Mike Honore from the stage because he thought Mike was being too loud. And he said, I'm trying to tell. Story? Yeah. He said, hey, maybe you should be quiet. He said, I'm up here trying to tell jokes. Maybe you should shut the fuck up to Mike Honore. And Mike said, then tell a joke. And the dude.
Mike was in the crowd? Mike was.
Yeah, it was the open mic at the station. So Mike is there. Yeah. And the guy thought somebody was talking too loud. And he directed the fuck you at Mike.
At Mike, okay.
I don't remember the exact route, but Mike burned him. And the dude literally put the mic in the thing, walked out of the door, like speed walked out of the door, got in his car and drove away and never came back.
Well, it's consistent, if anything.
And they told me, they're like, oh, that's the dude that got all weird and walked away at the... Man.
All right, well, you might not see him for another 2 years then at that rate.
Nah, dude, he's going to blow my car up when I run the open mic this week, for sure. He's going to blow my car up.
What amount of money would have made it okay? So, like, you're fucking furious and it's just going to walk away. But if you would have got $10...
I think he saw.
Then everything would have been cool.
The way he came and asked for it and reacted, I think he thought because when you start, he doesn't know anything about comedy, obviously, so he doesn't realize like you might have gotten $50 if you were headlining, or it doesn't. The money is not realistic, so I don't know what he thought he was going to get. It was almost my foot in his ass, is what almost happened.
Yeah.
Oh man, and then people got me all fired up because. Do you remember the guy that used to run Mango's Daiquiri, our buddy, that also used to host Kate Street a lot, that doesn't do comedy more? This guy is his nephew.
Whoa. Was he ever like at those shows way back in the day? Like,
I don't know. I don't think so. I think he's younger. I think he's younger than that. But he told me that before the show. We the guy that was mad about the guest spot, his uncle is a guy that we started out doing comedy with that we both love a lot. And he didn't do comedy.
$100 on a Monday.
$100 on a Monday.
$100 a headline on
a
Monday.
To yell at the back of people's heads because they didn't turn the TVs off in the daiquiri bar.
Yeah.
Chase, that was a show that we watched. A woman who seemingly had. We watched a woman punch. We watched a woman punch Evan Rabelais in the face.
Right in the face. Right in his face.
Just ran
right up to him, squared up to him,
and punched him right in the face.
Punched him right in his face.
Microphone.
Holding a microphone. Shit. He just fucking took it. He just crumbled.
That's the wildest shit I've seen. I walked up, squared up, and punched him in his mouth. While he's holding the goddamn microphone. Ah.
Did you not see it, bro? Was it not time for you to move?
I mean, fuck it. He took it on the chin like a champ, I guess.
So funny. Oh, man. I also remember there being a show at that bar where the guy that hosts that we were just talking about, the guy that ran it, he was like, sometimes the people in the crowd didn't like him at all. And he would scream and shit and be like, I have a microphone, which means I win. And I remember this one like group was just like, well, fuck you then. And decided out of spite, I'm going to stay for this whole show. And I'm going to talk specifically like when the comics are on and when you're on. I'm giving nobody a chance. And I remember like everybody going over and being like, hey, could you please just, and they're like, nah, he fucking started it. So we're just going to keep doing it. And they just kept like,
that's what y'all don't understand. Comedy in Louisiana is a fucking battle. You understand me? You want to make some people laugh, you go shed some blood first. That's how it works.
It didn't matter how charming you were.
We don't bleed.
Everybody went up, hey, how you doing tonight? Fuck you. All right, well, I thought maybe you'd like me. Nah, fuck that dude that was hosting. All right,
and this is a daiquiri bar, so they're they're 3 feet away from you on the
You're
same
crammed in.
level. Like the stage
They're
isn't
close enough
elevated.
to punch you in the face. That's how close they are. That if you say something shitty to them from the stage, you'll get punched in the face quickly. So quick, you won't even move.
Oh, Chase, my our old manager has been following all of us on following all of our stuff.
I'm not buying a house from you, bro.
Michelle says that he's tracking you down to get you back your money that he owes you. That's what it is.
No,
That's why.
Yeah, that's why.
That's what it is.
just everything come full circle now. Huh? Just trying to.
There's not a lot of people in the world that could follow me on social media and me see the notification and go, "Oh,
wow!
Oh!
How do you think our relationship was? What do you think that was like?
It's clearly we have very different concepts of what happened here.
Did you lose $1,500 of your mom's money? No. Because the young Chase Myers did, you motherfucker. I had dreams, Josh. I thought I was going to take off. I thought fucking 23-year-old Chase with 7 months of stand-up experience is going to go on a big college tour. This dude that's never booked anything but 2 bands that do covers was going to take me there.
Nope.
And one of them he sings in. Why'd you do this, bro? Why'd you bring this?
I'm shocked. I was shocked. I'm gonna be honest. I'm shocked that we couldn't trust a 38-year-old man with a Justin Bieber haircut. It's unbelievable to me that person was not reliable. Anyway. But we hold beef. You fuck with Buckets Duckets for life.
You thought we forgot? I ain't fucking forgetting.
Nah, dude. We spent a whole episode shitting on a dude we both hadn't talked to in a dozen years. Who gives a fuck? You think that ember hate died down? Nah.
Call out a name from my past. Watch me talk for 20 minutes. Name them. I'll tell you what's wrong with them. Hate. Adam Carolla didn't have stew, but he had brisket. There's a bunch of brisket in the green room.
In the green room for you to eat? Did you get to eat some of it?
Yeah, I didn't.
Fuck yeah.
But I could have.
Fuck his politics, bro. A man brings brisket. I don't give a fuck what his politics are. We're good.
Yeah, I mean, we were cool, by the way. Yeah, I was cool with him the whole time. Like, it was just one night.
No,
it was fun.
You sat in that chair like this the whole time, just staring at him. Motherfucker.
I really was just full. And
you wouldn't shake his hand? You didn't shake his hand? When he said, "Thanks for doing the show," you said, "You're welcome." You didn't shake his hand?
All right, let me try to explain about you guide me to the inevitable me saying I told him to eat a dick. But
I do want to say, he was just on an episode I watched, The Bar Rescue, and we have been making the joke about how he said more guys make bracelets than know how to make beef stew. But on Bar Rescue, he's selling the Mangria, which is like some drink with a bunch of grapes and fruit juice in it.
Yeah, but it's got man in it. It's got man in it.
Oh!
All right. So it really was kind of weird. Like I'm walking in. So the first show is his podcast. Second show is just Chase Myers and Adam Carolla. There's nobody else. It's just the two of us. So my show starts at 10 p.m. So I get there like, I don't know, like a little, like 9:15ish, somewhere like that. The first show's over. And I go in the green room. This is a place I've performed at a lot. And there's like 7 people in there. And they're all just like Carolla's in there sitting on the couch. And they're just yelling at him. Not like angry, just like telling stories, just excited and drunk. And just kind of like this is my best friend, Adam Carolla. We're going to drink margaritas together. This is the best day ever. And I don't know so I kind of walk in and I just kind of go awkwardly stand in the corner and I'm just kind of quietly over there trying to figure out who are all these people. I'm like taking my camera out.
How did you get the show?
I just worked for the club a lot, Spokane Comedy Club. I'm just in with.
So
I worked there a couple times a year. They just needed
I mean,
an opener.
did he know you when you walked in? Would he know you when you
No,
walked? Okay.
they knew my name, and the club recommended me as like one of their dudes
I got
or
you.
whatever. But like, no, I don't think he knew who I was at all. And yeah, and so I kind of like I'm like setting up like my camera and stuff and just like trying to like make sense of what the fuck is going on here. There's like a dude that looks my age and he keeps talking about how his dad was born in 1919, but I just came in way too late in the middle of the story to understand what the fuck was going on. And he was being real just like arrogant about it too, where he was like, yeah, oh yeah, your dad's old. Like, and I just didn't, I didn't understand, but how could I know?
See, if you were this guy at the open mic, you would have jumped right in and said, "Bitch, my dad is from the Civil War and he's still here. He's out there sitting down right now waiting on the show. Am I right, huh? Fuck all y'all, huh?"
So I didn't do any of that. I just tried. I was just like,
you should have.
I was just taking it all in, and then I go and I'm like, all right, I guess I'm gonna go just like set up my camera out there somewhere, and so I go do that. I come back, it's a little less cluttered. Now there's like two dudes. It's only two dudes, and one of them's like, "Oh, you're the opener." I was like, "Yep." He's like, "Chase." Like, "Hey, what's up, man?" He was like, "So you're gonna do 20?" And I was like, "Cool. Is anybody else? Are you doing time?" "No." "All right, cool." And he introduced himself, and another guy introduced himself. Turned out they're like the producers of the Adam Carolla podcast, and they just like travel around with homie, and that's what they do, right? They're like best of buds, and and then finally I like see Adam, and I was like, hey man, I'm sorry, I definitely must have seemed weird just quietly walking in here and standing in the corner setting up a camera. That must have been kind of weird. And he was like, I was like, I didn't know where I fit in. I didn't know who any of those people were that were talking to you. And he goes, I don't know one of their names. And I just started laughing. It turns out they were just people from the first show that had VIP or whatever, like tickets or some shit, and they were just
yelling at Adam Carolla.
Yeah, having the time of their life getting to talk at Adam Carolla. And not too much, man. He was real like supportive. He like seemed to really like me. Like he asked me, he was like, "What were you trying to get?" Like, because of I set up the camera. And he was like, was there anything you were trying to get from that set? And I was like, well, I was just trying to record, I'm trying to just do better about recording every show. And he was like, whatever you were trying to get, you got. And I was like, oh, damn, okay. Like, because I really did have a solid. I put up a little clip from it, actually, on my YouTube page. I put up like a 2-minute
solid clip, too.
And that's like 30 seconds in. Like, they're like hot. Just... I can't say enough about the club. Spokane Comedy Club was so fucking good. Just the whole weekend. I worked with Andy Woodhall the rest of the weekend. Like 2 shows sold out. That means like 300 people at this venue. We did 5 shows total. I only did the first night with Adam. Then it was Andy Woodhall the other 4 nights. And yeah, dude, it was just like a great fucking comedy weekend. Just stayed in a hotel.
But now you're canceled.
But now I can never work again. Now it's over because I was in the same room as some dude that doesn't think like everybody else.
People forget, and the younger, like you were saying, the younger comics that would not take that because politics don't seem to realize that a green room at a comedy show is not Twitter. Like, he's not going to just start yelling at you about Trump while you're sitting in the same room doing a show together.
He was just a guy. He was just
it's not
going
to happen.
He's just sitting there. He'd talk a little bit, and we crack an occasional joke, nothing big. Like, he wasn't a big laugh guy. Yeah, like it's so I got people from the people that are at that show, like all of those shows that weekend were asking me when are you coming back? Like that, it doesn't matter who I come back with. Like, I've now taken some of those. I've taken a little bit of Adam Carolla's fans. I got a little bit of Andy Woodhall's fans, and now those people that are in Spokane are going to know when I come back. And that's why that's all worth. That's why unless the dude's just so blatantly out of like something crazy, do what you got to do. It's it's comedy. You don't want to do comedy.
I'm glad you said that because I am going to be featuring on the Alex Jones podcast
See, now that's the one. That's the lie. I was trying to think of a name. That's the name. If it now that you got to turn that type shit down. But if he's just some dude who fucking says stupid right wing shit every now and then, and he's always called himself a comedian. I'd do a show with Jim Brewer. I'd fucking bury his dumb ass. I'd do a show with him
for sure.
Actually, I don't know, bro. His stupid ass, like he crushes it as dumb as it is.
Making bird noises for 3 minutes will murder if it's Jim Brewer doing it. I had a whole different. When I first saw those clips of him being the weird right wing doing the bird stuff that's been going around on Twitter, I was like, no, Jim Brewer used to be fucking hilarious. What happened? And I went back and like, oh, it's the same thing he's always done. It's the same thing.
No, he was Goat Boy. He used to do goat noises. Now he does
When
bird
I was
noises.
12, Goat Boy was like, this is fucking brilliant. This dude is a goddamn genius. This is George Carlin.
SNL's biggest mistake, letting him go. That's their biggest mistake. They gonna see. SNL gonna see. Goat Boy is a star. He's just some stoner and half baked. He's just
that's what upsets me is that he's not a real stoner. That makes me sad.
Yeah, he just looks it.
He just looks it because he's got butthole eyes, and that makes me sad.
It does. It does make me sad to see that. You hate to see a man with butthole eyes.
We had a veterans group reached out to do our show, like a group of touring veterans comics.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm a veteran, so I have a soft spot for anybody that's, but at the same time, the worst show I've ever been a part of was a group of touring veterans. It was the worst show I've ever been on. I was embarrassed. People paid money. I apologized to my friends that came to saw it. One guy did like an 8-minute bit on fucking a hole he dug in the beach, and that was his way of storming Normandy. But there was something in there that was
there was something that
there was
had
something.
to have been. There had to have been.
So I'm a little leery because I know the humor of those groups. Like, it's a different world. It's like a whole different. It's a whole different sense of humor. It's a whole different audience. It's a whole different everything. But it's an audience that's very prevalent in South Louisiana. So I thought, when they reached out, I thought, maybe we should book them. But then I found out who recommended us, and the guy that recommended us was somebody that instantly. That's how you know you're a bad comedian. When I find out that you're a terrible comedian. When I find out you're the person that recommended somebody, and I'm instantly like, I don't. No, no, I think I'm good. If you're the one who recommended them, I'm probably good. And they don't have any videos, like not a single video of them performing online. None of them had a single video. And then the money was something crazy. And they told me
at $50,000.
They told me I couldn't host my own show because they bring their own. They were like, we bring our own hosts, and I was like, cool, all right. But I couldn't find any videos of them online, and they had really weird demands. And I just was like, hey, look, they wanted a Sunday night, and I was like, look, the bar doesn't do Sunday night. Sorry, didn't work out this time. Message us back, like, hit us up next time you're in town. Whatever. Trying to be polite. And they read that on like Tuesday of last week and haven't said a fucking word. Not a thank you. Nah, don't worry about it. We'll hit you. Not a fucking word. And apparently now it's ruined. It's ruined all the veteran comedy. Now they're giving in because their hero, the Mohawk Meat Castle, Josh Watts, Captain America, Steve Rogers, has turned his back on the veteran community as the way they see it. And,
you're a traitor. That's what happened?
That's what they think. They
you
think
son of a bitch.
They think I'm hailing Hydra over here. But it was weird, though.
Bro.
I've been meaning to ask you if you know them, and I forgot to send you the message. But it's weird that somebody says they've done comedy for like 5 or 6 years, and there is not a single clip. There's a lot of pictures of them holding a microphone, maybe on a stage, but no videos, no flyers, no people tagging them, and
just because I don't know, just because you're a veteran doesn't mean comedy, right? Like,
No, and I don't
yeah.
think it's weird to say if we're gonna promote your show, bring you into our venue, and give our audience to you.
We
It's
need
not
something
weird
to
to say.
promote.
Show me what it is that you do. Like, just show me that you're funny or that you even do this.
Electronic press
Like,
kit.
Semi's. I asked for a video. I said, "Do y'all have any videos?" And he just said no. And then he's gonna ask for
Nah, book me,
$500. Then he's gonna ask for like 90% of the door or something. You're like, "What are you?" No, no, you're not. No.
Yeah, somebody did that with Travis one time, trying to take over his. Like, Travis has a successful brewery run, the Gobber, the Great Western. Oh Lord, I'm too high. It's a
I want
fucking
to come
beer
up there
run.
and do it so bad. I want to do it
Dude,
so
yeah.
bad.
Anytime that you can get up there, you're doing it that month. I was gonna try to spell it out again. I can't.
Doesn't matter.
Dude hit him up and was like, the shows sell out pretty much every month, no matter what. Like, he doesn't have to, like, it's kind of built in. He's been doing the shows for years. And this guy's like, yeah, I'm going to take over, going to bump the tickets up to like $30 or whatever, take the whole door. And Trevor's like, no, I pay this much. And this is, what this is how it works on my show. And the guy was like, no, but we can sell it. I know I'll sell it out. And he was like, it's already sold out. This is what you like. This is like, you don't like, you don't matter to it. Like, go call a venue then. What are you just hitting up a comic that runs a show and trying to take their existing show?
Yeah, when that dude told me that they bring their own host, I was like, so the fuck what? I guess he's not gonna have anything to do that night. I don't.
Look up a bar.
Sorry, man.
Call that bar.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird, and it's weird to make such high demands and not have video. Like, if you don't have a video, man, you better have somebody recommend you that doesn't do comedy by a stage name. If I don't know their real name from comedy, I'm not booking you. Guarantee.
Yeah.
Guarantee. Stupid fucking stage names.
My birthday happened since the last time we talked.
Fuck yeah, Chase is 34.
33.
30. Goddamn, I was close.
33, bro. 33,
You're still
bro.
20. You're still 23 in my head, and I'm still like 30. So
yeah, me too.
We're getting old. 33.
Nope, 33.
I
I'm Jesus now.
Patrick Ewing? Is that what you mean?
It's me and Patrick Ewing and Jesus. That's what and Larry Bird.
It's the same guy.
And Scottie Pippen. I'm all of that, right? For a whole year, I get the power of all of them. That's what happens when you turn 33. 33 is a special.
You're like a Voltron of all of those. Larry Bird and Patrick Ewing.
And Jesus.
Yeah, man. I'm for it.
I can't think of a better combination, honestly. That's unstoppable. That is straight up. That is can guard you on the perimeter, can block your shot, can make a three, and can bless your soul. That is a combination that has never been seen before. How you gonna guard that?
With prayer. If Jesus ain't on your side, and it sounds like he's on 33s, so
Yeah.
you ain't getting
It's
shit.
gonna be a good year.
Mardi Gras, we went to some
I'm
Mardi
eating
Gras
brisket
parades.
with the man show, baby. It's gonna be a good year.
I'm surprised he didn't call it like tit skid or something, like
Oh, listen to the gimmick. Remember I was
Pussy
telling you it was
beef.
unprepared? So, remember I was telling you his stage show? It was called Unprepared, right?
Yeah, and I'm
So-
gonna. That's another thing that probably made you stand out so much. It's like stand out is this asshole's just up there blah, 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 doing crowd work, and you're bringing this fucking razor sharp katana sword of comedy that's been honed through the fires of mango daiquiri bars and shitty casinos down here in Lake Charles for years, where you have to fight for the crowd, just honed and sharpened to razor sharp perfection. We just sliced through all that pussy beef on stage that he's got.
All that hard pussy beef.
There was a lot of women at the show.
Rock hard puss beefs, bro. Crazy.
I have made myself. I said instead of brisket, I said I can't believe he doesn't call it titskit. And that's not even good, but I can't get it out. And I'm in my head, I'm like, that's the funniest thing you've ever said. And I keep laughing at that and trying to move forward, and I can't. It's too good.
So
we should end the podcast.
You won't. So, because I'm gonna keep talking about this dude like he's my hero or some shit. So it's just so weird. It's just so weird to like work with somebody that you like as a kid got in trouble trying to watch his show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. And so the gimmick is his two producers that I met at the beginning of the show. They go up on stage before they intro me, and they go, "Hey, we got these ping pong balls, and we're gonna walk around, and you're gonna take a ping pong ball, a Sharpie. You can write one word on the ping pong ball. We're gonna come back, collect them all." And they come collect them all. All right, we got all the ping pong balls. Cool. Chase Myers, and I go up, destroy, and then they put all the ping pong balls in like just like a bingo tumbler thing, and then he goes on stage, and one of his producers right before we went on stage, it was actually kind of cool. We were sitting in the green room, and he just starts rattling off like all these joke topics that I guess it like is Adam's like act, and Adam's kind of like writing them down. It was like, oh, you got like an assistant telling you all your jokes. That's kind of cool. So dude, just before all my shows, was like, all right, legal weed, we got donuts, we got breakaway pant, we got, it just started just reading off like, oh yeah, cool.
My guy's like, you got that one shit joke and then that other shit joke.
All right, we got shit.
Babies, shit, weed, got it. Done?
Adam goes up. So it's Adam does a long time. He does like an hour plus. Because I'm only doing 20, and it's just goes
he's
up.
He's good at what he does. Like even if he's
like
kind of right wingy, he's still very good at his.
Watch him on the roast. He's fun. He was funny on the Comedy Central. Yeah. Like
I'm not gonna vote for him, but I'll do a show with him.
Look, he's not getting my vote, all right, but I'd gladly do a show again. So he goes up, he does all the stuff that his producer homie was going over with him. That's like the first like 30, 40 minutes of the show. And then he calls up like some fan that he pre-picked. Like, I don't know how this fan won this opportunity or something. And the guy comes up on stage, and he's like a trucker, and he drove like fucking 400 miles or some shit to get there just for this show, which like me too, motherfucker. I don't care. Yeah, right. How about you give me an extra 10 minutes while my 30s getting cut down to 20s, huh? So that guy gets to now spin the wheel of Adam's act, right? And then he pulls out a ball, and then and this is a real moment that happens. He goes pre-cum, and because somebody wrote pre-cum on the ping pong ball, and Adam starts talking about prenups because that's what he heard, and then the guy, the audience member that's on stage, has to go, oh no, Adam. I said pre-cum, and it fucking destroyed me. It was the funniest thing to me that happened. Nobody else laughed the way I laughed when that happened.
That's pretty good.
I went back up to close the show because, I was like kind of the host or whatever. And so, I went back up. I was like, give it up for, I think the guy's name was Will. I was like, give it up for Will. I was like, Will, did you ever imagine you'd have to correct Adam Carolla and tell him you were actually saying pre-com? And like, it's such a silly moment. Yeah. But no, man, his people were all like really jacked on me, and they like, he was real complimentary. Like I kind of, awesome. He just kept being like, bro, you fucking destroyed that. Like I could hear it in the green room, but all this stuff. And then he just pieced out, and then that was it. And awesome. Went on. Yeah.
Went on his Adam Carolla way.
Went on his Adam Carolla way. Just for a night. Our sales we crossed, or however that saying is.
I did this because we were both thinking the same thing, but neither one of us knows what it is.
We're so high. We're bad with our vocabulary's off today. We've been reaching for a lot of words. Uh,
Um,
ships passing in the night or whatever
There
the
it is.
fuck. Okay, do
Ships
you like me
docked
better
up and
now
ready to
that I
fuck.
said it? Huh?
Couple of boats straight up rocked up on the pier, ready to drop anchor. You heard me? Dropping fucking anchor. Right?
Right. That's exactly right. That's what we did. that was me and Adam Carolla. So, my birthday happened since the last time we talked.
Yeah.
Mentioned that 33. I did a show that night, and then I also went to a little party. One of my homies I used to work with threw a party, a little get together, gave me a bunch of cake. I brought home so much cake. I'm just
Fuck
one person. I have like 3 cakes.
Fuck yeah.
I'm just
That's what a party.
It was so great, and it's like it was like mostly her name's Addie. She's really cool, and she's Mexican. Most of the party's Mexican, so it's the Chase Myers birthday. Fucking
yes.
like fiesta. Like it's like
Good
I didn't know
food,
one song.
fucking-
Oh, it was amazing, but I didn't know one song that played at my birthday party the whole time, and it was the best. It was the best. It was one of the best nights ever, bro. It was so fucking fun. It was cool. It was just I can't tell you last time I just like had a party. Like
I couldn't either.
yeah, it was just drink with a bunch of people. I'll come down. Like the parties that I have gone to are usually like my family, and it's usually like sitting around a fire and we're all dancing and stuff like that. And this is like a version of that. But I very rarely do it, or I'll go with my brother and go with him to his stupid 22, 23-year-old parties, and I'll just be old and weird in the corner, and I just laugh and make fun of everybody. And he keeps telling people I'm a comedian, and I keep trying to make jokes, and none of them fucking get it. It's just and I'm kind of mad that I'm not actually killing with these fucking children. And so those are the type of parties I'm used to. It was I can't tell you the last time that it was just like, oh, these are just like my friends. I'm having a party with a bunch of just my friends. Cool.
I got to ruin a TikTok this weekend.
Oh, that's great. How'd you do that?
So there is the shoulder check challenge.
No.
Um,
No.
and
Don't you dare, dude. Don't you dare come shoulder check me. I swear to God, TikTokers.
It's
if
where
you
people
come fucking shoulder
walk
check me.
straight through.
I know.
Okay. All right.
I know what a shoulder check is. I fucking goddamn dare you to come shoulder check. Did you see this weekend the Juwan Howard, the Michigan college coach, fucking mushed that other coach for touching him or whatever?
Yeah,
that's what's gonna happen
in the handshake thing.
Yeah,
is that the one in the handshake line?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, dude. So I see.
But yeah, I get it. You fucking you shoulder check them when you walk by. You just walk.
And you
through
don't
somebody.
move no matter what, and it's like a TikTok challenge. I am familiar with it because I have been watching TikTok cringe videos on YouTube for like. I just take a whole bunch of mushrooms, watch TikTok cringe videos, and it makes my life so happy and joyful.
You're insane.
People fall off a building that they think they're going to jump from one to the other, and they don't make it. That's my shit. I want to see it. Let me see. Let me see what happened. Let me see you get squished. Let me see you not make it. So I'm familiar with it. And we were at a parade this weekend, and I see this kid set up, like run down. If you're not familiar with Mardi Gras parades, everybody's just sitting in the street in lawn chairs waiting for a parade to start drinking. That's all we're doing. Yep. And I see these teenagers. I see them run past us, and a guy sets up a camera on a little thing. And then I see him go back, and a guy rubs his shoulders, and I know they're doing. I'm like, oh, they're about to do something, a TikTok or something. And then when I saw the guy, he started walking, and I was like, oh shit!
So one guy was rubbing the other guy's shoulders, like in preparation?
Like trying to get it, like, yeah, you got this, you got this.
Yeah, all right, buddy, get out there, TikTok, go get him, slap him on the ass.
And he started walking, and I was like, oh shit, he's doing the shoulder check challenge. Like, that's kind of funny because he's gonna run into somebody that's gonna knock him out. And then I realized,
parade, you out of your mind, dude.
An hour before the parade, when everybody's mad the parade hadn't started yet, and then like the drunkest they're gonna get. Oh man,
there's no safe time. There's not a safe time to do it.
He's coming through doing it, thinking he's just gonna make a TikTok and it's gonna go viral. Doesn't have the slightest suspicion that he's about to get planted into the fucking street.
Bro, they're gonna take your fucking shoes, bro. It's over.
He's coming down the street. Now this is a Covington parade, not a New Orleans parade. This is like
Right,
a
okay.
Family Girl parade, but it's still.
They gotta take it. They gotta take your wallet.
He's coming down the street, and I see him do it, and I'm like, oh, that's funny. I hope somebody fights him. Cool. And then as he's coming down, I realize Henry is sitting in the street playing with a Transformer car, and he's right in this kid's path.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, if he's really doing, like, he's not gonna walk into the kid. He'll stop the. And then I realized the camera's over here, and I'm like, oh shit, he might run into. And I got up and started walking forward, and I stepped right in front of Henry right as he was coming up, and he did shoulder check me. One of us fell over, and it wasn't me. It wasn't me. I don't fight teenagers. I've never slammed into
Right.
teenagers. And I wasn't fully aware of how weak and frail and fragile they are. It was just like a lawn bag full of sticks hitting me. Just like a garbage bag. Like it was like a Walmart bag with Slim Jims in it, just slammed against my chest. And he right into the ground. Just fell over. And I said,
Didn't even brace himself.
I said, oh, sorry, my kid was sitting right here. And he goes, I wouldn't have run into him. And I was like, clearly, because I just fucking planned.
Right. I don't think you're going to, I think you're
and
gonna
I was
do
like,
shit
all
to
right.
anybody.
And then I helped him up because, like, everybody's watching. I can't let people think I went out there purposely to beat up a 14-year-old. So he moves over, and I see them go for it again, but this time they have their friend walk in front of them with a camera instead of setting up the tripod. And they start walking, and he runs into somebody's daughter, girlfriend, and doesn't see it coming because he's still walking, and the dude runs up behind him, just punches him in the back of the head, and the kid falls into the ditch. Just fell right into the ditch.
He had a warning shot. You gave him a warning shot, bro. You gave him a nice, just like, hey, look, clearly, like, think about what just happened. You just bounced off of another grown man, all right? You just bounced off of a man, and you thought the answer was, I got to get rid of the tripod? Yeah. No, motherfucker. This is not for you, okay?
This is Mount Masculinity that you just ran into and planted your ass in Middle Street. Now you're going to start it again? And that was it. All I did was step in front of my kid. I didn't stiffen my body. I didn't push back, nothing. But he checked somebody's girl. I don't know if it was daughter. Couldn't see, but I saw the dude run up right behind him and just boop, and he fell into the ditch. And like,
once again, like, what's the win? What's the best case scenario of that going? You walk through a couple.
I think I saw the best case scenario, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you're lying.
I don't know. I don't know, man.
That's a bad one.
It's one of those, like, if you're doing that, that's good. You know, you have to accept. You might get 3 or 4, you might get 100 in, but sooner or later, somebody's gonna punch you.
It's
you
coming.
Just gotta know that. Oh man, did you see the viral video this week of the guy of that old white man throwing the N-word around in a bar?
Oh, getting slapped up, getting slapped
for like 2 minutes straight.
Yeah.
There's not a lot better than watching somebody who doesn't think they can be hit get hit, and that dude calls the guy the N-word, and then that guy open hand slaps him in the head for like 2 minutes straight.
20, 30 times. Just that dumbass old man just kept getting up and going back up. Like, bro, there's no win in this.
Yeah, you're not gonna win.
Y'all get slapped 18 times and then get up and win the fight.
Now, dude, once you pass,
just get warmed up.
You pass like 4 slaps, it's over, dude. There's no coming back. Even if you win the fight, you didn't win the fight. All anybody's gonna remember is they slapped him 18 times before he did
18
anything.
times. You fucking, I ain't hear no bell. I got your shit rocked, old man.
And then put a boot right in his chest, fucking Sparta style, and send him into the street. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love seeing it.
That's what should happen. You'd love to see it.
I love to see
Love it. Can't wait. Love it. That's too good. Did you watch a halftime show?
Yeah.
That happened since the last time we talked to.
Yeah.
Didn't mean anything to you?
Yeah, it was great. It's funny because I had just wondered not that long ago, did Dr. Dre just sell beats and never do anything again because he made enough money? Or is he, and then saw him? I've loved Dr. Dre. I used to sneak into my brother's room and listen to his NWA cassette tape when he was at work when I was a little kid. Like, I've always loved Dr. Dre. So I thought it was awesome. People getting mad at Eminem kneeling. He didn't kneel. He didn't kneel.
That kind of rolled over kind of quick, though. Yeah. I also like, it was funny how quickly the NFL was like shitting their pants about it. Like, because they kind of could have just let it go and not said anything. But instead, like within 20 minutes of it happening, like if you looked on ESPN app, NFL had like a statement being like, "We knew he was gonna do it. It's cool. We're cool. We're friends now. Look, Black History Month. We're good." Like
most of the stuff I saw about it was talking about it, not talking about people being mad, not people actually mad about it.
And nobody actually being mad about it. Yeah, just like, this is going to piss some people off. I bet they're fucking... Yeah, and I don't actually think anybody really was.
I did see a lot of dumb old people. This is the worst halftime show I've ever seen in my life.
The one that hurt my feelings were the people that were my age that don't know who Kendrick Lamar is. Like, I could not believe these are the same people I went to high school with. And I put it together. It's because all those people had kids when they were like 19, 20, and Kendrick really dropped in like 2012. I graduated in 2007. So like they're done taking in new music at that point. They weren't going to be around for the next, because like there were so many. I saw so many people I graduated high school with being like, I had to look this guy up. I'm like, the dude that's got like 3 classic albums in the last 10 years, like the fucking dude that was the Black Panther soundtrack. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I like his song choice weren't like his most popular ones. Even though All Right is like. That's like a statement song, so I'm glad that he did that. Even though they bleeped out "We Hate Popos." You pussies. We can't hate popos at the halftime show.
Come on.
They did let Dre say "Still Not Liking Police" though, so I'm like, is it just Kendrick scares you? What's that about?
Dr. Dre got that beats money.
Yeah. But no, I thought it was awesome. But that was the stuff that like made me laugh, was like I couldn't believe the people that like didn't know Mary J. Blige and didn't know Kendrick. Because I was just like, how did I grow up around you guys? Like, I just don't understand.
Get a job, get a scar, get a Rolex. But what they did was graduate,
fucking listen to Good Kid,
have a baby, get married. Even I know who Kendrick Lamar is, so that's really right. I didn't know I didn't know started from the bottom. Now we're here until 2018, and I know Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, but you got there.
You're
still open. You're still open to new music coming in. These people were like making memes about how they were asleep during the Kendrick performance and stuff, and part of me was like, low key, it might have been the best. He might have had the best performance. You just didn't know the song. But it
wasn't like Luke Bryan. I don't give a fuck.
There was a lot of, I could feel that in a lot of it. The 50 thing was dope. I mean, I thought that was cool. I have this line in my act that I say about not wanting to get old or whatever, and I'm like, you don't understand hip hop music anymore. It's like it's just a killer line, it just destroys. Without fail. And because I was so close to the Super Bowl halftime show, I got to be like, you didn't like the halftime show, and then that got like an extra. I'm only gonna get to use it like this. I'm not gonna even get to use it like next week. Like, it's over already. But then whenever everybody laughed like they do every single time, tell jokes. Right. My tag at the end of it was like, man, I like 50, and that it made me laugh to do that. Every now and then I said it. I think I did it on 3 of the 5 shows. I said that tag where I was like, man, I like 50. And every show there'd be a couple people I see in the crowd be like, yeah, me too.
Yeah. You know what?
50's
I'm tired of pretending I don't love them too.
Okay. I just need to see him hanging upside down one more time.
50 Cent was in like one of the greatest movies of all time, Den of Thieves. I get some money off the back end if you go rent it.
I figured that had to be wise.
Yeah, that's the only reason I bring it up. Man, the quitting vaping thing is not gone.
It's not going well.
I got a lot of cartridges in this house.
Did you have too much temptation?
Yeah, it's a lot, and to be honest with you, I like weed. Like I like it a
Yeah.
lot.
And you have a lot of it. That's like
I like it.
like how are you gonna not do anything about it?
I saw my neighbor walking down the street. Not a neighborhood. Well, it is neighborhood watch because it's the same guy walking down the street with a spotlight. But guess what? It wasn't me, and I smelled it too. So I went inside, got my spotlight, and I went out there with him. We're gonna find this motherfucker. Not in my neighborhood.
This is enough. I like that. I like that y'all are all just.
I walked out with
everybody's
just bumped
smoking
fists and kept going.
Didn't even make eye contact. Side by side. Didn't look at each other.
Boy,
No.
the last episode, trying to edit this shit together, your internet would glitch just a half a second. Like the picture would just a second, and it kept throwing the audio off, and I would miss it for. But I fucking nailed it.
You did. I watched most of it, and you fucking good job, sir.
I do want to follow up. Michelle has gotten several emails from Sam's.
Yeah, is there a problem with our membership?
No. They're like, hey, Michelle sent me a screenshot of an email from Sam's, and it just like you have an email from Sam's regarding your whatever February 8th visit or whatever. And I was like, oh fuck. But then it was just like, hey, were you satisfied with everything? And did you think it was
Just a survey.
Yep. And I wanted to respond, and one of the questions was like, anything we could do to improve. I wanted to write a big long paragraph of, you either trust me to ring up my own goddamn groceries or you hire some fucking cashiers, because I ain't giving y'all shit ever again. Fuck you.
You don't get both. You don't get both. You pick.
I was so proud of that fucking beef picture that I used for the thumbnail. I was so fucking proud of it.
Big old piece of beef.
Good
Good job, bud.
I was getting, I dropped off, I'm pointing behind me, it's not back there. I dropped off the picture Travis
Just some
sent
beef
me.
right there. Look at that.
I dropped off the picture Travis gave me to get like professionally framed.
Nice.
I'm very excited about it. It's going to be up there. Oh yeah, look, I
Can't wait
did
to
get
see it.
this.
What is that?
It's a picture of me and Zoe. Michelle found this website that can turn, that you send pictures and they make them like canvas, like printed canvases. And that's my favorite picture of me and Zoe from when she was 3 and we're sitting in the car. And Michelle got it for me for Valentine's Day or something. And guess what I got her?
Huh.
Nothing. Because she said, let's not exchange gifts this year for Valentine's Day. And I fucking believed her.
You
That's
idiot.
what happened.
I
Yeah,
mean, Jesus Christ. Did you even listen to stand-up comedy in the 90s? What the fuck?
Obviously, I have never listened to Adam Carolla, or I would know better.
Yeah. I mean, I can fucking, I know the producers.
See if they'll send me some tape, some footage.
Yeah, we'll see.
Chase, that's all I got.
You know what? We're done here.
We're done here.
This is more than enough.
I've been trying to figure out what the list of things was. Get a job. Because I want to make a shirt.
So get a job, get a Rolex, get a divorce, get a scar, the last one is and fuck right off, but I feel like there's another one we're leaving out that we added in at some point on our journey.
We'll get back to it.
I want to add in get a jet ski.
Get a jet ski.
Get a jet ski. Get a job. Get a scar. Get a divorce.
Get a Rolex.
Get a jet ski.
Get a jet
Get a
ski.
Rolex.
And fuck right off.
And you fuck right off. Yeah, that's a good addition. I like.
Yeah, we're gonna do that one, and I'm gonna make a shirt that says, "I bought this shirt because I hate domestic violence." Buckets of Duckets, right there. I'm getting.
Okay.
There's no way that
Really?
doesn't make money.
We're really gonna pair ourselves to this, huh?
We could donate the money to charity, right?
Okay, we could.
Isn't that how you get away with stuff like that?
Yeah, we could give like 2% of all of our earnings to charity.
Yep.
And be like, it's like charitable donation over here.
Bruh.
All right.
Did you watch the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie on Netflix?
No,
I
I'm
love
not a big scary.
Oh, it's
movie
not
dude.
scary at all. It's just
And
people getting hacked
yeah, I imagine they're ridiculous by now.
I
But
like
mean,
Texas.
I just mean like that's not the type of shit I usually fuck with.
I like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's one of my favorite movies, the original. And there's a part where he busts into a bus of people, and he's covered in blood, wearing somebody's face with a chainsaw in his hand. And everybody in the bus pulls their phone out and starts recording him. And the guy says, "You try anything, you're getting canceled, bro." And then he just turns the chainsaw on and hacks everybody in the whole bus up. It's the greatest thing I've ever seen. I'm watching it, rewound it, and watched it again. Zoe is sitting right there on the couch. My 6-year-old daughter is watching this with me. I thought she was asleep.
Over and over again.
Over and over. And I thought she was asleep. And she goes, "Why did you rewind it?" And I was like, "Ooh."
Because I like it.
And that was the night, because it makes me hard. And that was the night she threw up in the tub.
Oh. Yeah. All right.
She called me in today to see how big her poop was. She wanted to show me how big her poop was. She was real proud of it.
So you
I told you I was done, and you just said you didn't turn it off. I fucking said I was done.
All right, everybody. We'll see you next week because I'm scared of what's gonna happen. Josh might actually get canceled. I was gonna make fun of it, but I truly might. We might need to stop before anything can happen. Bucketsandduckets.com. Make sure you tell a friend. We'll see you next week. Get a jet ski.
You know the thing about Louis C.K.?